ہم نے 3 دفعہ مختلف ٹائمز میں 70ویں سالگرہ پاک چین سفارتی تعلقات کی 70ویں سالگرہ سیلیبریٹ کی. اس کے بعد ہم نے چیف منسٹر بلوچستان جناب جام کمال خان سے ملاقات کی. ملاقات میں دونوں اطراف میں چینی سفارت خانے کونسلیٹ کی طرف سے، گوادر پورٹ ہولڈنگ کمپنی کی طرف سے، اور ابھی ہمارے ساتھ موجود نہیں ہیں ان کی، وہ چلے گئے ہیں. اس صبح MRDL کے چیئرمین تھے جو کہ آپ کا سندک میٹل پروجیکٹ دیکھ رہے ہیں، وہ تھے. انہوں نے بتایا کہ کیا کیا ڈیولپمنٹس ہوئی ہیں، اور وزیر اعلیٰ صاحب کے ساتھ بہت سارے آنے والے ترقیاتی منصوبوں کے اوپر بات چیت ہوئی، اور ہمیں اور ہمارے چینی بھائیوں کو، ہمارے چینی افسران کو اور ریپریزنٹیٹیوز کو بہت یقین دہانی کرائی گئی کہ صوبہ بلوچستان، حکومت بلوچستان ہر طرح سے گوادر کے اندر ڈیولپمنٹ کو سپورٹ کرے گی. اور منرلز سیکٹر بلوچستان کا، جو کہ ہمارا ناردرن ریجن سارا منرلز اور رچڈ ود منرلز ہے، اس کے تحت MRDL کے جو آئے تھے نمائندے، ان کے ساتھ بات کی گئی کہ منرل سیکٹر میں پرائیویٹ سیکٹر کے جو مائننگ کمپنیز ہیں یا جو صاحبان ہیں جن کے پاس لیزز ہیں پر ان کے پاس پوٹینشیل انویسٹرز نہیں ہیں، اس چیزوں پر ایک پراپر پروگرام مشتمل کیا جائے گا کہ ان چیزوں کو ایکسپلور کیا جائے گا. اور اس کے بعد ہم نے صبح آج لیویز ہیڈ کوارٹر کا وزٹ کیا. DG ڈائریکٹر جنرل لیویز فورس بلوچستان نے ہمیں بریفنگ دی سی پیک روٹ کے اوپر اور سی پیک پروجیکٹس پہ، جو لیویز کی ایک اسپیشل ونگ منعقد کی گئی ہے، لیویز اسپیشل ونگ فار سی پیک، اس پہ بات چیت ہوئی. اور کونسل جنرل صاحب نے لیویز فورس کی کاوشوں کو، ان کی کوششوں، کامیابیوں اور کو سلارا اور ان کو ایکنالج کیا، اور یہ ان سے ریکویسٹ کی کہ آنے والے ٹائم میں ہم، چونکہ لیویز ایک بہت ہی اہم کردار ادا کرتی ہے بلوچستان میں، جتنا بھی ایریا ہے وہ سارا لیویز کے تھرو کور ہوتا ہے، تو اس کے تحت لیویز کو بھی اس چیز میں سی پیک کے روٹ پہ، سی پیک پروجیکٹس پہ، یا چائنیز جو شہری انجینئرز وغیرہ کسی بھی کام سے بلوچستان آتے ہیں تو ان کے تحت لیویز کو بھی آن بورڈ لیا جائے گا، ان کی خدمات بھی حاصل کی جائیں گی. اور اس کے علاوہ سب سے اہم چیز یہ ہوگی کہ لیویز کے ساتھ یہ لوگ کیپیسٹی بلڈنگ ورکشاپس کریں گے، اپنے پولیس والوں کو چین سے یہاں بھیجیں گے ٹریننگ حاصل کرنے کے لیے، کیونکہ لیویز آپ کو پتہ ہے کہ 1830 میں رابرٹ سینڈیمن نے بنائی تھی، تو بہت ایک سیزنڈ ادارہ ہے، تو اس سے انہوں نے کہا کہ ہم سیکھ سکتے ہیں آپ سے. آج ہم نے سردار بہادر خان ویمن یونیورسٹی کا وزٹ کیا. سردار بہادر خان ویمن یونیورسٹی میں ہم نے سی پیک سیمینار سے کونسل جنرل صاحب نے، جناب چیئرمین صاحب نے خطاب کیا، اور اس میں بہت سارے ڈیولپمنٹل پروجیکٹس یونیورسٹی کے لیے پر بات ہوئی کہ یونیورسٹی میں انشاءاللہ جلد ایک چائنا اسٹڈی سینٹر بنانے کا منصوبہ کونسل اپنے ہیڈ کوارٹر کے ساتھ شیئر کریں گے. دوسرا انشاءاللہ 1-1.5 مہینے 2 مہینے میں کے اندر سردار بہادر خان ویمن یونیورسٹی کو چین کی ایک اعلیٰ سطح کے یونیورسٹی کے ساتھ سسٹر یونیورسٹی ریلیشن ان کا بلڈ اپ ہوگا، جس کے تحت وہ پیپل ٹو پیپل اسٹوڈنٹ ایکسچینج پروگرامز ہوں گے. اسٹوڈنٹ ایکسچینج پروگرامز کے ساتھ ساتھ اور بھی بہت سارے جو چیزیں ہیں وہ ہوں گی. تو یہ جو دورہ ہے، یہ اس کی یہ تمام بریفنگ تھی. اب میں درخواست کروں گا کونسل جنرل صاحب آپ کو تھوڑا سا اپنے ویوز سے بتائیں گے کہ ان کا کوئٹہ کا وزٹ کیسا رہا.
Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, good afternoon. Dear members of Quetta Press Club, it's my honor to visit your headquarters and to interact with all of you. And just now with the introduction, the briefing, by my friend and the chairman of China Friends Forum and advisor on the relations between CPC, Communist Party of China, and the relevant parties of Pakistan. And you know that my activities in the past 3 days, and I don't want to repeat that. And you see that reporters and journalists always play a very important role in bringing people together. And we always say that reporters are king without crown. And you have been playing a very important role to spread the objective, positive messages to the society and to bring people together. Yeah. And the Quetta Press Club, has been doing a great job ever since the establishment. Through the years, your club has been playing a positive role at what I said just now. And my consulate has been attaching great importance on the cooperation with Quetta Press Club. Last year, we made some donations to your club, and I wish that donation will help you in some way to improve your working condition, and especially to provide facilities to the members to carry out your duties. And in the years to come, and my consulate will continue this support to Quetta Press Club. And besides of the donations, and my consulate will connect the Quetta Press Club with your counterpart in China, and we will start the exchange programs between your club and the Chinese journalist associations. And saying that because of the pandemic and the mutual exchange of visits, has stopped. And now we finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, the vaccines is here, and with widely inoculation of vaccines, we are looking forward that the normal exchange of visits will be resumed as soon as possible to provide the platform and channels for us to meet each other and for you to exchange views directly with your counterparts in China. Okay, that is number one. And number two, you see, my consulate will try to organize the training programs for Quetta Press Club. And we will invite some members from your club and send them to China, stay in China for a couple of days or 1 or 2 weeks, and to provide a platform for you to communicate with your counterparts and to know that what are your counterparts are doing in China, and what are the experience that you can learn from each other to make us even stronger. Okay, and so in this regard, my consulate will try our best to do our job, and I'm looking forward that Quetta Press Club, all the members, please come together. We work together and to make this bilateral exchange of visits, the bilateral training And you can also think more that we can carry out programs to exchange, the programs, TV programs, news items with Chinese, news agencies and news institutions in China. And we are ready to work closely with you. Dear members of Quetta Press Club, my visit this time, the purpose is to connect with the local institutions, local community, and the local people. And in the past 3 days, I met, widely with the local universities, the local business community, and the local tribal leaders, and so on. And we carried out productive and fruitful discussions. And they also raised their questions and expressed the concerns, the challenges that they are facing to doing business. And we, through this visit, I find that we have already strengthened the mutual understanding. We know each other. And this visit is very successful and realized the goals of my expectation. And secondly, my visit has another purpose. As you know, that this year marks the 70th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic ties between China and Pakistan. May the 21st will be the 70th anniversary of this very important and strong relations. So we come here, with the support and organization by Friends China Forum and Chairman Kaji, and we organized a number of activities to celebrate this event. Past 70 years, we come a long way. And with the concerted efforts by both sides, both governments, both peoples, this relations now is becoming stronger and stronger. We always called these relations as ironclad brotherhood. That's true. Yeah, we always stand together. We always stand together to face the difficulties. We always together to share happiness, to share solace. Okay? Last year, when the pandemic started, at the beginning, when we were suffering in China, and our brothers and sisters in Pakistan provided, a lot of support to us, the PPEs, face masks, and all those things. But after we put the pandemic under control, and when you have been facing the problem of pandemic, and we give you a big hand, and we provided huge amount of support, including PPEs, ventilators, and protective kits. Yeah. And now, after 1 year, more than 1 year of the pandemic, and China has invested huge to develop the vaccines. And I may say that my government has done a great job. Chinese labs and scientists and experts, with concerted efforts, we have so far developed 17 different vaccines with 5 technical applications. And among the 17 vaccines, 7 of them already completed or are under the 3rd clinical trials. Among the 7, 4 of them have been already approved by China's National Drug Authority and now is commercialized. And we know that your government, your people are facing the pandemic. So my government so far has already donated 1.5 million doses of vaccines. And with the support by your government, we also conducted the third clinical trial of one of the vaccines, that is CanSilo vaccine, 1 dose. And the result was very good. So far, the 4 vaccines commercialized by Chinese government are effective and safe, and the side effects are just minor, quite limited. So we will continue this cooperation, and with widely inoculation of these vaccines, and we are looking forward that the normal communication, the normal exchanges, the normal traveling in the world will resume soon, as soon as possible. Yeah, that is our common expectations. So in the past 70 years, we worked together, we fought together, and we built this brotherhood stronger and stronger. And Chinese side are ready to work closely with our brothers and sisters of Pakistan to make this existing cooperation relations stronger and bring these relations to an even higher level. Chin, Pak, Dosti, Jindabad. Thank you.
ٹھیک ہے. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. سب سے پہلے میں چائنیز کونسل جنرل صاحب کو پریس کلب آمد پر اور ان کی ٹیم کو مبارکباد ویلکم کہتا ہوں. اور انہوں نے جو اس حوالے سے کوئٹہ پریس کلب کے سے پہلے بھی چائنیز نے جو ہمارے ساتھ اچھا تعاون کیا ہے وہ بھی آپ سب کے سامنے ہے. اور میڈیا نے بھی اس حوالے سے جتنا کچھ ہوتا ہے انہوں نے میڈیا نے بلوچستان کی میڈیا خصوصاً کوئٹہ کے میڈیا نے تعاون کیا ہے. تو یہ ان کا بلوچستان کا اور خصوصاً کوئٹہ کا دورہ ہے. اس میں جو ان کی اس کے حوالے سے اقتصادی راداری کے حوالے سے یا جو بھی ایکٹیویٹیز تھی وہ بازید خان صاحب نے ساری آپ کے سامنے رکھی ہے اور کونسل جنرل صاحب نے بھی آپ کے سامنے چیزیں رکھ دی ہیں. تو ہمارا تعاون ہمارا میڈیا کا تعاون کیونکہ صوبے کی ترقی یا ملک کی ترقی معیشت کا اس وقت دار و مدار بھی آپ سب کے علم ہے کہ وہ اقتصادی راداری کے ساتھ جڑا ہوا ہے, سی پیک کے ساتھ جڑا ہوا ہے. اور بلوچستان میں ایک بہت انقلابی اقدامات سی پیک کی صورت میں ہو رہے ہیں. تو یہ ہمارے صوبے کی اور ہمارے ملک کی ترقی کے لیے ایک اچھی ایفرٹس ہے, ایک اچھے اقدامات ہیں. اور حکومت کا بھی اس حوالے سے جو تعاون ہے ہم بھی اسی طرح سے, اور انہوں نے جس طرح سے بتایا ساری تفصیل سے چیمبر آف کامرس سے لے کے جو حکومتی عہدیداران ہیں ان سے ان کی ملاقاتیں ہوئی ہیں. اور اب تک کے لیے جو کچھ اس صوبے کے لیے یا اس ملک کے لیے جو اقدامات چائنیز حکومت کر رہی ہے اس سے بھی انہوں نے تفصیلاً اس بارے میں بات چیت کی ہے. تو ہم آپ کی ان تمام ایفرٹس کو اور اس کے ساتھ ساتھ جو پاک چین میں فرینڈ آف چائنا ہے ان کے تعاون سے جو بھی ہمارا تعاون ہوگا ہم ان کے ساتھ تعاون اپنا جاری رکھیں گے. آپ سب کا شکریہ.
صرف اصل میں ہمیں تھوڑا ان کی فلائٹ ہے بٹ سی جی نے ریکویسٹ کی ہے کہ اگر کوئی ایک آدھا دو سوال ہے اگر آپ پوچھنا چاہتے ہیں تو, اگر نہیں تو آپ کی مرضی, اگر کوئی سوال ہے تو پوچھ لیں. جی.
Thank you, sir, for the visit to Quetta Press Club. I would like to ask you about the CPEC projects. How is it progressing? How is it going? In between, we saw that the projects were slow down. That progress was not in that pace that we expected or that was designed. So now, what is the condition of the projects in CPEC, and are you satisfied with the pace and speed of the projects in this regard?
Thank you, thank you. I think that the better answer will be given by Chairman Bao Zhong. And before I give the floor to him, I will just give you some rough idea. And you see, CPAC, the first phase has already completed, okay? And within the first phase, that we have more than 20 projects. As some of them, most of them have been completed, and some of them still in the process of implementation. And last year we have entered into the second phase. The second phase will be focusing on manufacture and agriculture, education, healthcare, and so on. So if you just looking clearly about this 4 areas, this will be people-oriented, people first. So the CPAC will, with the implementation of the second phase, and we will see that the local people, especially the ordinary people, they will benefit a lot from the projects. And yes, I know that some people are saying that the CPAC law is slowing down, and there are so many, in such kind of things in the social media. That's not true. That's not true. The commitment by Chinese and Pakistani governments are strong, are together, that we will work together to make CPAC even stronger, and we will try our best to bring more benefits to Pakistan. So the commitment is there, and we are working hard to the destinations. So thank you. So Mr. Bao Zhong will give you some briefing about the progress of the CPAC project.
Thank you, sir. And thank you for your question. Well, I'm very honored to report to you that all the project, CPAC project in Qudrat are progressing quite well. And for the time being, we have East Bay Expressway, which are supposed to be completed by the end of this year. Just before coming to this office, I discussed with the project manager, and he assured me that this East Bay Expressway will be completed by end of this year. And the second project which we are doing is Vocational Training Institute, which is very critical for the employment opportunity for Balochistan sisters and brothers. Also, I'm happy to report to you that this project will be completed by end of July, which is 3 months in advance. According to schedule, this should be completed by end of this year. But the contractor, with the help of local community, this project will be ready to hand over to the government by end of July. The third project is a hospital, which is under construction, and also the new international airport. We have some problem, to be honest, that the compaction of the foundation is a little bit slow. We are trying to request the contractor mobilize more compaction machines to the site. And we have been assured by the contractor that by end of next year, it will be completed. The new Qudrat International Airport. And also the power plant, because of some technical issues, some document not been concluded, but also we get in touch with the investor and the contractor, saying that by May the 1st, the physical job will be started. Well, sir, I'm very happy to report to you that all these projects, which is among I forget to report you about the Qudrat port. The Qudrat port is fully functioning. We can take care any kind of a cargo, including container, general cargo, ro-ro vessel, LPG, LNG. But you know that Quetta pod is a very strange baby. You know, generally a pod should be constructed before the demand, after the demand. But unfortunately, that this Quetta pod was constructed before the demand is there. And the business, you know, it's very far from any industrial city, very far from any commercial city, and the density of population is very small in Quetta. It's only about 80,000 people. So the business demand is not there. But with the help of the federal government, especially from Ministry of Maritime Affairs, we're managing to divert some of the cargoes, especially Afghanistan transit cargo, are processing in Quetta, and that creates a lot of employment chance for the local. And it is the first time in the history of Pakistan that DAP fertilizer are bagged in Quetta, in Pakistan port, rather than in the foreign port. And it has created a lot of business chance for logistical company, for city-driven company, and for a clearing agent. And we believe more and more cargoes will be processed from Quetta port. And also, I'm very honored to report to you that Quetta phase one is already completed.
Free zone?
Phase one, yeah, free zone. You know, the free zone was developed into phases. And I'm very happy to report to you that the phase one is already completed with no interrupt of power supply, with good supply of water, drainage system, telecommunication, waste material treatment. So this free zone one is as good as any free zone worldwide. And also, I'm very honored to report to you 43 investors already registered with phase
43.
43. And they are Chinese and Pakistani and also Afghanistani, Irani, and North Saudi Arabia from UAE, that the majority of the investor. And they are very happy with the infrastructure, and 60% of them already complete their installation of their machinery, workshop, etc. And we intend to start phase 2 by July this year. And also, we appreciate the federal government, provincial government give a lot of support. All the incentive, majority of the incentive issues already settled down by Finance Bill 2020. And it get a lot of attention from the international investors. And behind us, there are more than 100 investors are waiting to invest in Quetta free zone, including ethylene plant, polyethylene plant, polypropylene plant, chemical fertilizer plant, halal food processing, textile, steel. Many will come to Quetta. But to be honest and to be frank, this epidemic issue really affect because the international traveling, because of the smart lockdown, traveling really they have some negative impact on the progress of the project. But however, we managed that no project was suspended. All the projects in Quetta are progressing, and any employee was laid off because of the epidemic. And all the projects are within the schedule. But we intend to complete it earlier, like the Vocational Training Institute, like Fakura Colony School. I'm the sponsor of that school. And according to the contract, we hope that we will complete it within 9 months. But within 6 months, we complete the project. If you like, you may visit. It's a very beautiful building. It's a milestone building.
Who will allow us?
You're free. Sir, and I'm happy, you know, you made a very good point. I'm something like a senior prisoner in Guadalajara. But anyway, I'm happy to revisit Quetta again after 1 year. And I keep on telling the young students 3 issues. 1, be confident about the future of Balochistan. Be confident about the future of Gwadar. You know, the federal government, the provincial government, Chinese government are very serious about developing Gwadar. And the best thing, after working here in Balochistan for 5 years, I realized the best thing we have is the people of Gwadar, the people of Balochistan. I keep on telling my people, I have been working in more than 50 countries, Africa, Europe, America, etc. But I told my people that Balochistan people are the best people I have met. Hardworking, humble, peace-loving, and they know who is the enemy, who is the friend. If you do one thing good for them, they will return you 3 times. This is the culture of my country about 50 years ago, but now this culture is coming, declining. But you are keeping the same culture, which is the circumstance I grew up. So I like this culture. And you know that after returning, I don't have a lot of chance to visit universities. But this time, I get a chance with the help of my brother Kash, that we got a chance to visit University of Balochistan and SDK Women's University. I found these young people are so energetic, are so intelligent, and are so hardworking, and are so ready to devote the development of Balochistan. They are the stones, they are the principle, they are the hope of Balochistan. So I believe if we team together and encourage these young people working together with us, definitely Balochistan, Gwadar will be the best place in this world. So I'm very honored and very happy to be to contribute my effort for the development of Balochistan. And this year is the 70 years anniversary of China-Pakistan diplomatic relationship, and the Chinese people, I'm one of them. We are honored to have the partner like Pakistan, and the long live Pakistan-China relationship.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very short question and very short answer I need.
Please.
That I visited Gwadar. So the people are complaining that local people are not being employed. First, and then one thing, the journalists, whenever they visit to Gwadar, they should be allowed, or they may be allowed to visit your Gwadar port and arrange briefing for them.
Okay. Thank you, sir. My response, sir? Okay. I get your complaint, and it is true. You know that for Gwadar port, you know that it is the port. The free zone is a modern free zone. And we don't want to sacrifice the quality, the risk to entertain the local brothers. You know, many of them, that's why we propose to have a vocational training institute, so that the local people can be good enough to be employed in the free zone and in the port. However, you are very right, brother, that the poor people really need to take care of. That's why last year I started 3 projects. We call it a local employment-oriented project. One is a gold farm. I'm a port developer. I'm not supposed to keep a gold farm, but I want these local people who know how to who get a chance to be employed. I pay them 50,000 rupees per month, and they are keeping the goat very well. Originally, I'm trying to distribute this goat to the people, but my public officer told me, sir, don't give them, they will eat it tomorrow. So you better keep a goat farm and teach them how to keep a goat farm. And this goat is a very successful story. Last year at this time, I have 70, and this year it's so productive, it's becoming 200. You can see, one family, if they have 10 goat, which is about 200,000 rupees in a year, and it is good enough to support the family. That's one project. I have this. We're going to expand it. And the second project, sir, I'm proposing is green employment project. You know, because of the epidemic, many jobs are suspended. Also, the seafood exporting is almost stopped. Many people don't have a job. But in Quetta, it's like a desert. No greens, no trees, no flower. But we started green employment. Green tree or a flower. Yeah. And if you visit Quetta, you see complete different picture. Many trees, many flowers, and many plants are already planted. And through this green employment project, we have employed more than 100 poor people working for the project. They get their salary, I get my environment to be improved. That's the second project I've been doing. And the third project I'm doing is Ladies Job Center, which is a garment factory, Quetta garment factory. Now I have employed more than 20 ladies working to do the working uniform, shower kameez, and gift kits. And they are doing very good job. And their product is very popular. Chinese like their shower kameez. If you visit Quetta, I always take a shower.
Yes, you are very famous in Quetta.
Yes, thank you, sir. So I know, sir, you know that now, because of the security, the Chinese are not allowed to go out of the port. If I go out of the port, I'm escorted by more than 40 guards. I don't like it, to be honest. But I must appreciate the protection offered by the security. You know, there's some connection between the Chinese and our local brother. If we are allowed to contact the local people directly, I believe we can do more. But anyway, I get your suggestion. I hope that when the business get expansion, more people will get working opportunities. That's why we told the contractor to finish the vocational training institute first. After training, they can be a qualified seaman, qualified plumber, qualified operator, and then we will employ them as much as possible. I hope you are satisfied.
And about visit, you take
the visit, sir, it's not my job. I cannot promise, sir.
Visit in the coming time, the press club can suggest and prepare a delegation, and we can facilitate the transport and also the accommodation and prepare some kind of a presentation at the port. That we can take care of.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.